I'm going to welcome Dr. Ivy Glavee now to stage 2 of the IHSEM's Learning Festival. So if you are just joining us, this session is being recorded. It will be made available on our website and on YouTube. Dr. Ivy Glavee is coming to talk to us about emotional intelligence and how to value your staff. So please, Ivy, without further ado, we can't wait to hear what you're going to talk to us about today.
Emotional intelligence, how to value staff. I'm really super excited that you are here, and thank you for being very patient with me. Apologies for the sound quality. Thank you. Next slide, please. The why is to how to learn. The learning outcomes is how to manage yourself, increase morale, and understanding your team. So that is why we are doing this topic. Next slide, please. About me, I am an innovative dentist with over 25 years experience. I am a mentor. I am a poet. I am an author of a book, Positive Work-Life Balance, How to Transform from a Tired Individual to a Happy, Empowered, Fulfilled Individual. I'm also a visionary and passionate about prevention is better than cure. Next slide, please. Here's what I've done in the past. So I am a tutor, AET level 3. I'm a clinical entrepreneur. I'm a visionary and leader who is passionate about prevention. Next slide, please. So this is what I've done in the past. This is what I've done in the past. So in the first picture, I did carry out a voluntary work at Guy's Hospital. King's College is my alumni. I'm an alumni of King's College. So we went there to plant some vegetables and fruit. So the first slide, I went to King's College to plant some flowers and fruits. I believe all leaders should allow their staff to do a little bit of gardening. Any fruits and vegetables harvested from the garden can be used to prepare some delicious meals for the staff, a win-win situation. The second picture shows my voluntary work at TEDx London. Next picture. The final picture shows the launch party at Oasis Farm. I was part of the organizing team for TEDx NHS. We believe in open hearts. The staff are the heartbeat of any organization. Do you agree? Next slide, please. One may ask, what is emotional intelligence? There are different aspects of emotional intelligence, but to keep it simple, I believe it is how you manage yourself and others. The different aspects of emotional intelligence have feeling, empathy, self-awareness, and connection. Daniel Goleman is someone who's written a lot on this topic. Next slide, please. This is what Daniel Goleman described, the 5 components of emotional intelligence. Number 1 is self-awareness. Self-awareness is knowing yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are your opportunities and threats? The next is self-regulation. How do you control your emotions? Do you respond or do you react? Internal motivation. How are you able to motivate yourself after things have not gone well? And COVID-19 is a very good example. How did you motivate yourself to carry forward? Empathy and compassion is very, very important. Empathy, empathizing with others, pretending to walk in their shoes to feel their pain. If you remember, organizations that did very well during COVID-19 were led by compassionate leaders. Social skills. How do you engage with others? Next slide, please. A poem is being played out. I would like you to write in the chat if there's any aspect of this poem that resonated with you. Thank you.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others.
This is a free verse poem I wrote. Be kind. B stands for brave. E stands for empathy. K stands for kindness. I stands for emotional intelligence. N stands for nice. D stands for difference. Next slide, please. You are never alone in this journey. Leaders with high emotional intelligence are very supportive and positive, and it's also related to performance. So if a leader who is compassionate creates a positive environment for their staff, they are able to flourish and thrive, and performance increases. There is lower sickness absence because everybody's happy. They're always looking forward to coming to work, and they feel valued and respected. Next slide, please. This is an activity. How happy are you at work currently? 10 is very happy, 0 not happy. You can put it in the chat. This is more important than ever, especially after COVID-19. Our staff need to be taken care of. They give, they care for others. And according to the Office of National Studies 2022, the average ratings of well-being has deteriorated across all indicators. So this is the time for us to be very supportive of our staff and value them. Next slide, please. So this is an example. You can answer the question and put the answers in the chat, or there can be an open discussion on it. So the first question is, how will you deal with this? An employee walks into work and tells you, I lost my pet this morning. The second question is, you have a meeting with your staff. Do you listen to their contributions or concerns or dismiss them? The third, how do you deal with staff who disagree with you? Do you box them or lead them? How did you deal with the pandemic 2020? What lessons have you learned? What changes have you made? Are you flexible and compassionate? Next slide, please. So these are the tips I would like to give. Go on a course to better understand emotional intelligence. Practice what you say, integrity. Value your staff, be kind. Show your appreciation for your staff. Thank them and be kind to them. Increase morale at work. Be flexible. Introduce reverse mentoring in your workplaces. Reverse mentoring is basically someone on a lower grade in the organization mentoring a chief executive. And there's so much you can learn from one another. Take action with surveys. Most of the time, you carry surveys to find out how people are feeling at work. But what do you do with it? It should not be a tick box exercise. You should act on it and bring about positive changes. Try and have a self-appraisal of yourself, because if you know yourself and you love yourself, then you're able to give that love out. Have a 360-degree feedback. And finally, always remember, a vulnerable, happy, and respected staff will go the extra mile for you, a win-win situation. So as a leader, if you create a positive environment and supportive environment for your staff, where they are respected and valued, you can delegate some of the work to them and be very flexible. Everybody's happy, win-win situation, and you will be able to have a successful organization. Next slide, please. You can contact me on fortunetravels23@gmail.com if you want to take this further. I've created a 5-module course, bespoke course with some resources like a free PDF and a worksheet that I can work with you and your staff to bring about the changes you want to see in them. Thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. Very much appreciated. I'm going to go into the chat to see if there is anything to answer. Thank you.
Thank you so much for persevering with us, Dr. Glavee. And I always love hearing you talk so passionately about this. Rachel said that it's very interesting, and knowing from work in lots of settings that this topic is not valued enough by many, which is, so true. Has anyone got any questions for Dr. Glavee before we take for a break in a couple of minutes? Josephine again's just reiterated that it's such a valuable topic. And it is one that we should be discussing. And I think when we talk about succession planning, when we talk about supporting ourselves and supporting our teams, we need to be able to value them as much as we possibly can do, but it can't be tokenistic. So got a couple of minutes, Dr. Glavee. How can we stop our approaches being, oh, 1 second. The reverse mentoring is an excellent initiative. It is indeed. How do we stop our approaches to supporting our team and gratifying our team and thanking our team from being tokenistic? You will see many people go, "Oh, well, it's Ryan. I brought a pizza into work and everyone's happy." How do we stop them being tokenistic and how do we make it culture? 3 minutes.
How do you make it coaching?
Yes.
By having an interaction with me, because I've created a course on this and I've got resources, free PDF, and it'd be nice to meet people and sit down with them and take part in that sort of study. So I believe if there's an issue, you need to accept that there is a problem and you are willing to bring about the change. If you don't understand that there's a problem, there's no way you are going to bring about the positive change that you want to see. So I think that is very, very important. And reverse mentoring is brilliant stuff. You learn a lot through that, but you need the support of HR, the human resources. You need the people at the top on board. Thank you.